have brakes in a car? To stop, to reduce speed, to avoid collision, etc. Let me tell you, they enable you to drive faster. Give it a thought. It is true, but seldom such smart, out of the box thinking is done, and much less appreciated. For a moment, assume you have no brakes in your car. Then how fast will you drive? It's because of brakes that we can dare to accelerate, dare to go fast, and reach destinations we desire. Hi, my name is Kushal Khemani, and I will tell you about brakes today. At various points in life, we find our parents, teachers, mentors, friends, and even God questioning our progress, direction, or decision. We face many obstacles, hindrances, and problems. Many a times, we consider them as irritants or consider them as breaks in our ongoing work. Science says 92% of people don't achieve their goals. They give up. I believe your perception of obstacles makes a difference. Some people see obstacles as puzzles to solve. Some see obstacles as an opportunity to grow. Others see obstacles as threats. Your view of barriers to achieving your goals affects how you react. If you see obstacles as the world being against you or as meaning you failed, then you are likely to be overwhelmed with painful thoughts and difficult emotions when faced with blocks to your goals. Perhaps you don't really experience thoughts when faced with an obstacle. Maybe you immediately experience fear or shame. Fear tells you to escape the situation, that you are in danger. Shame urges you to hide. If the situation isn't one in which you need to be afraid or ashamed, these emotions get in the way of your overcoming obstacles. Think about the last obstacle you faced. What thoughts did you have? What emotions did you have? Were your reactions to the last obstacle you faced accurate? Were they helpful? What is your pattern of responding to obstacles? The key is not to give up without wise consideration because you hit a roadblock or because of your emotional reaction to it. Research says that there are some key skills that can be considered to improve the situation. STOP stands for stop, take a step back, observe, and then proceed mindfully. Let your emotions calm and observe the obstacle as you would if it were someone else facing it. Be practical about it. What would you tell someone else to do? Acceptance of hindrances. Whatever goal you want to achieve will include overcoming hindrances. Expect obstacles and accept them as part of achieving the goal. Of course, you don't want that. No one does. And most often the truth is that there will be obstacles. Accept your emotions. When you encounter an obstacle, you'll experience emotions. Of course you will. That's normal. Take a break and spend some time soothing yourself. The idea is not to let your emotions stop you from doing what you can do. Get into the wise mind, which is able to think clearly to consider the emotional costs of pursuing a goal and the facts of the situation. Be willing to consider different options. Learning that the path you originally chose doesn't work is disappointing. But at least you know what doesn't work. That's important information. Maybe you want to be a teacher. but you can't find money to go to the school. What would be an alternative? Think on what it is about teaching that you love. If you love helping children, then think of other ways to do that. Maybe being an assistant teacher or working with children in a daycare. Maybe you could teach a skill that you have, such as playing the piano or swimming. Use your creativity. What else might be an alternative? You could also work on ways to find the money to go to school. You could consider taking even one class at a time. Find meaning. When we experience difficult situations, it's certainly uncomfortable, to say the least. At the time, you can often find meaning in obstacles you face. Ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this? Does this add to my life or my understanding in any way? Once you know and accept that the problem exists, then you can work on solving the problem or on the radically accepting situation. Be willing to ask for inputs and support. Asking for ideas from others is an interpersonal skill. Getting information from other people can be very helpful in overcoming obstacles. Other people are likely to know resources that you don't, and they will have ideas that you may not have thought of. Mistakes are normal. As surely as the sun rises every morning, you'll make mistakes as you work forward to your goal. It's just part of being human. Celebrate. Recognizing your accomplishments is so very important. Celebrate the small steps you take. This helps you to stay motivated. But remember, it's because of such obstacles that we manage to reach our goals. Without breaks, you could have skid, lost direction, or even gone astray, or even met with an unfortunate accident. This lockdown put brakes on many lives. Let me ask you one more question. What did the lockdown mean to you? To most people, it meant not going out, not meeting friends, not going to play, nothing to do, repeated TV shows, no shopping, not going to the mall, and many more nots. For me, lockdown was a Pandora box of so many extra hours. When the news broke out that we had to stay indoors and my school exams got cancelled, I felt an earthquake. Not because I was constipated with knowledge and wanted to give exams, but because I will not be able to go out to play or meet my friends at school, ride a bike, play football, go for a walk, feed cats, swim. Truly speaking, I went to school to feel the bumps during the bus ride in the morning, to share, to skim through my books in the school library, to learn Western dance, to make projects, conduct science experiments, to do Rubik's Cube solving tournaments and face-offs when the teacher was absent, to play games with higher standing students and beat them, to make beatboxing tunes with them, and so much more. My childhood came to an abrupt end. Tears rolled down my cheeks. I cried more inside than outside. It was an emotional turmoil that I felt. My world had taken a topsy-turvy. Days went by. 1 week, 2 weeks. I sat sleeping late, waking up late, watching TV all day, eating all day. I got out of bed, went to the living room, watched TV, came back at night and slept. No interest in anything. Then, one morning, While I was lazing around on my bed like every day, I read a quote my mother has put on my cupboard some months ago. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly. So is this not the end of the world? I started wondering, still in my bed. Then I read another. As such, there is no right decision in life. If you make a decision and put your everything into it, it will turn out wonderfully. I was bombarded with all these thoughts and quotes, like a nuclear bomb had exploded and I was at Nagasaki. I was still in my bed, but I jumped quickly and made the decision to become a butterfly. I did not want to give up on these circumstances and did not want to feel helpless. I decided to program my mind to make the right choices. As they say, it is all in the mind. I wanted to become a butterfly, so I had to learn things, take new decisions, adopt a new lifestyle. I realized that seeking negativity is easier as compared to looking for something positive. So I made a list of problems and changes that happened around me that were making me sad. I decided I would attack each one of them. For starters, my friends and I were sad that we could not meet. So I arranged Zoom meetings. I realized meeting friends was actually easy now. I hosted Zoom birthday parties to cheer my friends of their birthday and invited the whole class. I was happy. They were happy. Problem solved. My mother had been reading many inspirational books to me. Some were relevant to my age, but most were not. So I decided to write a book for children my age to relate to and become positive learners and thinkers. My book kept me occupied for close to 3 months. I distributed my ebook for free to close to 25,000 students. One more problem solved. Let me mention, my book is not just an inspirational book, but it helps students solve problems like tackling a bully, managing time, reducing screen time, and ending procrastination, overcoming shyness, improving reading. Basically, a problem-solving help book. I also started writing a blog discussing life skills. Then I started to explore courses I had been wanting to do. I did some certifications. Not everyone has the time or resources to do these many courses because they were elaborate, they were expensive. Hence, I decided to start a YouTube channel, specifically for sharing my learnings. I have over 100 videos now. Another problem solved. I was becoming a problem solver. My book, my YouTube channel, blog were all problem solvers. Soon online classes started. I saw my school teachers struggling with Zoom, PPT, animations, etc. They had to make these while dealing with their household activities. I helped them by clearing their doubts on technology, made a teacher's training app for them. I was actually getting a kick out of this. I started liking the lockdown a lot. When I was shocked with the announcement of lockdown, I forgot I can innovate and make the most of this time. But my instincts, my upbringing, the culture of my school that I had experienced all these years made me realize that I am and always remain unbroken. I requested for an internship with an automobile company. They only allow B.Tech students, ideally, but because of the lockdown and my keen interest, they allowed me. I have decided that I want to become a car designer. After all, the exploration and hence my question on breaks at the start of my speech. This journey, I feel, has just begun. It has given me a new way of looking at the world around me. I've started seeing opportunity in adversity. I hope you can see too. When the lockdown started, I was an 11-year-old with some Olympiad exam medals and a taekwondo black belt. Today, I'm an author, YouTuber, blogger, app developer, web designer, animal welfare activist, and much more. I've been recognized by more than 40 newspapers and magazines. It is always there in me. I just did not put a tag on it. I remain unbroken. Let me give you more examples. Walt Disney, the creator of Mickey Mouse, was accused of lack of creativity in the beginning of his career, not letting him get bogged down by an early rejection. He went to give the world characters like Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey Mouse. Steve Jobs was unceremoniously ousted from Apple, the company he co-founded. Today, he is known as the father of the digital revolution. There is no questioning the talent of the brilliant director Steven Spielberg, who directed blockbusters like E.T. and Jurassic Park. But not everyone believed in him from the start. Often regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan struggled his way to success. According to Forbes, he was the first athlete to become a billionaire. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. The breaks in our life help us to speed up. Today is the present. Make most of it. Dream big, dream to achieve. Keep going, don't stop. Written by me. Thank you.